Welcome to the Wednesday edition of The Box Seat. I'm Adam McGrath and joined by Mark Olmos. Mark, I know we're building towards the Masters Series. We do have one more Wednesday to go, and again, there's some really good racing.
Yes, this is somewhat of a curtain raiser. Welcome to our viewers, of course, but still some very good horses. The likes of this 2-year-old race to kick us off with, Adam, and we've got a full 8-race program, so plenty to look forward to, and I'm sure we'll see some of these horses coming out and running well on a Saturday.
Let's take a look at the conditions that we are going to be faced with. The movable rail is out 15 metres. There is a cutaway to 12 metres in the straight as well. And just be aware of the weather, some potential thunderstorms as well. It has been very warm in Perth in recent days, so that may play a part on race day as well. Let's get straight into the 2-year-old race that you mentioned. It's over the 1,000 metres. And Mark, there's some pretty nice triallers coming into this.
Yes, let's go straight into one of those very good triallers, Adam. Enactment out of the Neville Parnham yard. Let's have a look at it. Running second over a 400-metre trial.
Here's Royal Strata, but Riask has raced up on the outside of Enactment. Enactment just in front, joined by Riask on the outside, and it's Riask and Enactment. Riask just in front of Enactment. They hit the line. Riask, very close on the line.
Nice trial by this galloper. It was an impressive performance. Of course, it has trialled already over the 950 metres, so for those that are a bit worried about the 400, has had that prior. Fitness will not be an issue. The best thing when mapping out this race, from barrier 1, with that cutaway that we mentioned and the blinkers going on, this horse is going to get a lovely run, and I think it's going to be very hard to beat.
We saw with the Dan Pearce trained galloper on Saturday as well. I think it was Keep It Quiet or Keep It Clean, Keeper something, another one by Scandal Keeper. It had the rail to follow, which this Enactment, this filly by Scandal Keeper, will also get. So I really like that side of the things, and that's what's got me over the line to put it on top. We've also got in the race number 6, IBIZA from the Darren McAuliffe yard. Choked down last start when Heart of Heart won, the Schnitzel colt for Nick Cox. Adam, that was a complete forgive run, and barrier 8, this is a much inferior class, should be going close.
Put forgive in capital letters, chuck it in bold, underline it, and chuck a couple of exclamation marks on the end. That is exactly what you have to do with this horse, and probably to a new level. Now, it was the $3.40 favourite when they jumped on this occasion, so you have to take that in note. I remember saying to you in the mounting yard, I didn't like it because that 400-metre trial, I wanted to see it have that run. Now, although choking down and losing by 20 lengths, it's now had that run as well. It's got the fitness behind it. The tongue tie goes on. William Pike stays on board. If he didn't think this horse had a pin, he would have just hopped off straight away, as he does, and would have run on something else. I think this horse can turn the tables, and I think he can be winning this race.
On top for you, Adam?
On top, IBIZA for me. From 4, Enactment, the trial that you showed. Number 2, Cool Intrigue, and 8, Metallic Queen.
I've got the 4 on top, Adam. Enactment ahead of number 2, Cool Intrigue, a jump and run type of galloper. Number 6, IBIZA, and the 8, Metallic Queen.
Race number 2 at Ascot. It's over the 1,400 metres, a maiden event, Mark, but there's a couple of these that we'd be expecting to see on Saturday. The likes of Hurricane Jack, Sammy the Boss, General Husson, and of course the Cereson White Runner.
Yes, Adam, but our replay horse is number 5, TAXAGANO from the Stan Bates yard. Let's have a look at it running 3rd at Northam.
Rose is out wider with TAXAGANO. Magical Stones is the widest, and then Silver Roller just in behind them, and down towards the inside is Driving Me Wildest. They'd spread across the track. Perfect Rose is going to have to knuckle down here. Haldora's fighting on well. TAXAGANO's trying to pick them up, but Haldora's going to lead from start to stop.
It's a nice run by this gelding on that occasion. Debut performance, settled at the back of a small field, and I think had the ability to win the race, but was just too green down the straight. Now, from the experience gained from that race and a nice barrier again, I think this galloper can go very close in this field.
Ground away to the line very nicely under Jerry NOSKE on that occasion. Adam, number 13 here, very tempting. Another one of these regally bred Bob and Sandra Peter gallopers is this filly by Redout's Choice, and out of a MUSKET mare, so she's got plenty of speed there. The first up run there, well, the run at Bunbury last start was good, just beaten ahead, but just ground away to the line as well.
I think the performance was quite good going back, and with no disrespect to Kira at all, I think this horse would have won. She couldn't make weight on that occasion, so it went from 54 to 55 kilos. And then you look at the vigour of riding from a Kira Yule to a William Pike, and you do this with any jockey, not just Kira, so you know that you're getting the best guy on board. And I think that this filly may just need that aggressive riding style. You saw late when Kira really dug her up, she was able to attack that line those last sort of 100 metres. So I think with Pikey back on board, barrier 5 as well, this filly's going to be the one to beat.
Number 1, Hurricane Jack as well, winkers on. Stephen Parnham rides for Neville Parnham, and of course the Ridgeport Syndicate colours, very, very successful of recent times. A colt by Schnitzel, that last start was a farcically run race where Geiger Gem walked out in front and then sprinted away. 2 starts ago, only 3 lengths off Lusaha.
Yeah, it was bullied last start, wasn't it, by the tactics of Geiger Gem, as you mentioned the run before. That's good with Lusaha and also My Grace. I think they're just a little bit confused with this colt where its best distance is, but I think it's not too far away from getting the job done. Tricky barrier here, but the 1,400 metres should suit, but I find it hard to go past number 13, very tempting with William Pike back on board. From 2, Sammy the Boss, which will run on strongly, 3, General Husson, and 1, Hurricane Jack.
13 17 on top for me too, Adam, ahead of number 1, Hurricane Jack, the 5, TAXAGANO, the replay horse, and number 14, which is Streak Away.
Race number 3 at Ascot, it's over the 1100 metres, and Mark, a little bit disappointing with the speedster FLOYD coming out of the race, but there's still a lot of quality in this one.
Indeed, we saw some of that quality last start with Chinstrap running second behind Sweet Aura.
Sweet Aura, Chinstrap coming to her outside. She's starting to get busy now, Sweet Aura, and Badge of Honour on the courage, at least on the inside. He's an absolute shot duck. Sweet Aura's gone past him. Fairy Whispers battling away, and Chinstrap's running on. He's got the money though on the filly once again. There's win number 6, Sweet Aura.
Really nice performance by Chinstrap on that occasion. I think we all have a pretty good opinion of this galloper, and where I think it's going to be suited in this race is the speed. Even though FLOYD comes out of this, Dusty Storm, I'm Incredible, Gatting, Herron Point, they all like to go forward, as does Pickup Line as well. So I think Chinstrap will get a nice run from barrier 6, show that turn of foot, and that Sweet Aura form lines are much stronger than anything else in this race.
It is indeed, and even that first up run, it was caught wide and three wide at Northam, and still battled to the line quite well behind Carlecky Miss. Adam, another one in the field here, I Am Incredible. This gelding by I'm Invincible sat outside the leader last start and won very nicely on Melbourne Cup Day.
I only have to take a look at the form lines, beaten 2.8 by Elikazoom 2 starts ago, and then a nice winner last start from barrier 11. Gets barrier 4 here, I think, can find the front comfortably, and we know has the race fitness.
Number 9, Pickup Line there, Adam, is a very interesting one. Blinkers come off. Stephen Parnham riding for Fred Kersley. Now, the trial was very, very good, and it could be another one in those Oz Racing colours that has turned the corner this preparation.
I go back to last prep, and after that trial I had it on top as one of the best bets of the day as well. It just never got the conditions to find. When they wanted to lead, it was a running on day. Then when they went back, it was a leader's day. So the performance look a lot worse than they actually are. The recent trial, as you mentioned, was really good. Barrier 8 is tricky, but I've got a bit of time for this gelding by Regano. We know that Fred Kersley's got some pretty good experience with them as well, so I think he can definitely run a race. But I'm going to go with number 2, Chinstrap. I can't ignore those form lines. From 3, I'm Incredible, 5, Herron Point, and 4, Gatting.
I've got the 2 on top as well, Adam. Chinstrap ahead of number 3, I'm Incredible, 4, Gatting, and number 6, FLOYD.
Race number 4 at Ascot, it's over the 2200 metres, and Mark, I think with this staying race, what's going to be intriguing with it, we've got plenty of speed again. Call 911, Do You Do, Special Words, Penthouse Pet, they all like to go forward, as does Cushron.
Especially with a few of them going up in the weights there as well, Adam, but we'll have a look at last start all the way winner, Call 911.
It's an absolute day behind it, but Call 911 in full flight. Do You Do will not lie down though. It's coming again. He has to draw the whip on the leader by the 200. Call 911 a length and a half on Do You Do, and further back Saxonic Jack. Call 911 desperately ridden. He again pulls the whip on the outside. Do You Do coming with one last lunge, but the post beat it. Great Ross. Great Ross. Great Ross.
Strong performance there by Call 911 was dug up late by Brad Parnham with Do You Do, attacking it down the outside. Of course, these are both in the field for this race. The change of tactics, what was the key? This horse decided to lead on that occasion. It was mentioned to the stewards as well, and we saw a difference. And it was needed as well because they'd gone from 1700 metres to 13, back up to 16 and up to 22 to get the job done. Brad Parnham decides to ride Do You Do for this race, and it actually carries more weight. So a bit of intrigue there that he obviously feels that's the better galloper in this race. But I think Call 911 can definitely win.
Those are the form lines you mentioned, Adam. Do You Do there, winning at Northam last start, beating Cushron, who's also in the field. Now, Cushron gets the much more advantageous weight swing. Yeah,
they're certainly interesting when you analyse these form lines. As you mentioned, Cushron gets a 1 kilo swing for that 0.8 length defeat. And then you go back to Do You Do. It actually meets Call 911 worse in the weights now because Taylor Stone rode on that occasion and Brad Parnham takes the ride. But when they met that first time, it was the first time that Do You Do had stepped up from the 1800 metres to the 2200. And the recent runs have been really good as well, and I think he can certainly play a part.
You're on top selection, Adam?
I'm going to go with number 1, Beg to Differ, because of that speed. I think it'll be able to get out and attack the line strongly. From number 3, Do You Do, 4, Major Mambo, and 2, Call 911.
I'm going the 2 on top, Call 911, ahead of the 3, Do You Do, 8, Cushron, and number 1, Beg to Differ.